Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to the channel today. It's a bit of a wet one here today in the Central Tablelands of New South Wales, Australia, so I thought I'd swing back to that idea I had a couple of months ago where I was going to do a troubleshooting guide, tips and tricks on the Classic 500, which, if you look at it, you know, whether you buy the B5, the C5 or the G5, they're all got the same running gear anyway, so it makes no difference in that line, so they're virtually the same bike. Now, these bikes ran from 2009 up to 2020. After that, they were discontinued. So I think now when you look at it, a lot of people have got a choice of either go for a used Classic 500 or go for the new J Series 350. Now, the 350s have got a lot going for them, except the fact that they only put out 20 horsepower compared to the old days of the Classic 500. They put out 27 horsepower. So you might think to yourself, well, what reason would you buy a Classic 500 for? Well, I suppose one would be knowing it's half a litre or 500 cc's. Number two would be that they've got the ability to be able to pull hills, or good hills, in top gear. And they'll pull those hills at 100 kilometres an hour, 60 mile an hour. And the other point is, or number three would be, they've got their Kickstarter on the right-hand side of the casing there, where that's almost a forgotten art these days, and very few bikes have them. And right up until the end of it, they're, apart from a few of the dual-purpose bikes or the off-roaders, the street versions, I think at the time, it might have been the only one running around with that particular mod on it. So, you know, if that's the sort of thing that appeals to you, I was thinking I might just put together a guide, tips, trips, troubleshooting, anything like that I can help you out with. So we'll be targeting, or I'll be targeting, somebody who's thinking about buying one for the very first time, and you've got to the stage where you've actually bought one and brought one home, and what are you going to do from scratch? So that's where I'll take over. So it won't be, in a way, what you would do. It'd be what I would do if I went out now and bought a Classic 500, used one, bought one home, you know, and the chances are you could probably get yourself onto a very low kilometre used one too, because a lot of people didn't ride these all that far, and you know, there's quite a few about with under 1,000 mile, 100,000 kilometres on it. And, you know, it'd be something that you might want to get into. If you put a 500 against a 350, even the new J platform, the new J platform bike would ride a bit smoother, or ride a lot smoother than the old 500. But, you know, like to some people, you know, it's either a 500cc or nothing. So, you know, that's the way you look at it. Personally, might as well tell you from the start, I'm sort of more lured now to the J Series 350, even though I had quite a few 500s. I just like to ride the new ones much more. So, say for example now, we're the stage where I went out, bought myself a Classic 500 and I brought it home now. And we're going to see now what I do exactly from scratch. And then later on we'll go into the side of, like I said, like any problems you might look forward to and sort of fix those areas up before they cause any issues. You know, like tuning side of it, what exhausts work well with them, and heaps of other stuff. And, you know, I'll probably put together quite a few clips on it. So if you like what you hear, you know, could you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to it, come back, and I'm pretty sure you'll pick up some good info here.